Okay guys, so we are replacing the rotors with the pads. This is the two-piece Evo rotors that they used to make, and the company went out of business. So I was actually not able to purchase this replacement rotor. It's a two-piece design. So what I did was I went with a one-piece rotor from the E63 AMG, which I'm hoping everything is going to be the same in terms of the hub and the bolt pattern. As you can see, these are extremely worn. There's like barely any pad material left. I don't know if you guys can see. There you go. So right there, it's basically the actual pad itself is touching the part of the rotor on the top, and then this is extremely wavy, as you can see, all the waves. So this cannot be reused. There's a huge lip here as well. It's very thin. So these are like about $800 a piece, and I got replacements from the E65 OEM ones for like $220, something $250. So you're going to want to remove these two pins first, 1 and 2. Knock these out from the front very carefully, and then this bracket will come out. There's no brake pad sensor on the driver's side. There's only one on the passenger side. Take some WD-40 and go ahead, and you're replacing these pads and rotors anyway, so spray here, here, and here. That'll allow you to remove these items easier. And this also has to come out as well. It's like a main caliper bolt, provides, I believe, support here. What you want to do is take any kind of screwdriver or something, wedge it in here, and slowly work this side, and then slowly work that side out, so that you can put the new pads in easily. And then you're also going to go up here, and this is going to be your brake fluid. Open that up so that if it overflows, you don't cause any issues to the brake system. And again, this is on the M156 motor, so without the SBC brakes. To remove this center pin, guys, what you're going to do is remove this bolt. It's going to be a 12 millimeter, but I believe it's a 13 millimeter is what I'm using here. So what you do is you remove that back bolt, and then you take just like a screwdriver or something in behind and hit it a couple times. And what it will allow you to do is remove this middle bolt. This will come right out, just like that. Go ahead and set that aside. You're going to clean all of that with WD-40 before putting back in. Those are all the components, the slide pins, or the two pins here. As you guys can see here, there is basically no pad left. I'm using these Brembo pads, and these are the old ones. They're the Jurid brand, which I also heard good things about. I just always prefer to go with Brembo. So, and they come out very easily. Just wiggle them out. Next thing you guys are going to do is take a H10 on a 1/2 inch breaker bar, and then what you're going to do is loosen up this bolt here and loosen up that bolt right there, and all that is it holds the caliper onto the caliper bracket. Okay guys, so once you remove the caliper, make sure you support it on something so that it doesn't hang by the brake line there. You don't want to break that. We're going to remove this looks like a Torx bolt maybe. Yeah, looks like a Torx, maybe like T30 or something. So we're gonna remove that, and then hopefully the rotor will slide right off. Okay guys, so the old rotor is off. It took a really long time to remove that rotor because it was rusted onto here, and wow, it took forever. What I did was I just took this pad and I put the pad on to the rotor and then hit the pad. I didn't want to hit the rotor, and it probably took a good, I don't know, hour trying to get this rotor off because it was so rusted on there. Anyway, what we're going to do now is sand the surface here. I have a little drill with a bit attachment that I'm going to sand all of this. I'm also going to clean this up, sand that a little bit, and then we'll be good to go. We'll put some grease on here. Hey guys, before I forget, this is the rotor here that we're replacing with. It's a Brembo rotor, and I just wanted to get the part numbers for you guys. There is a part number if you want to screenshot that, and then you're going to need a sensor. There's no part number on here, but you're going to need one brake pad sensor for the passenger side, and you're going to need these pads, and there is the pad number for you. P50127N is the part number. So we actually went ahead and sanded this whole area down. This is all sanded, and also kind of cleaned up the bracket a little bit, sanded that down a little bit, cleaned all this area from brake dust, the shield. Now we're ready to attach the new rotor. You're going to want to put a little bit of grease over here before you put the rotor on. So basically this is on. This came with a new bolt, so you line everything up. You torque that, I believe, to like 60 foot-pounds. I'm not 100% sure. And then what you do is you're going to put grease in here. So down this passageway, a lot of grease, and on this one, and also the same on the top, up there, and then also over here. And then once you have grease all over there, what you're going to do is put that brake grease all over the back side of this pad. There's going to be 1, 2, 3 pistons pushing this pad down, and then basically you just throw them back in. You attach the main center bolt first, and then the brackets to hold the pads in. Okay guys, so we are all complete here. Make sure to wash everything off with some good quality brake cleaner, front and rear. And then, as you can see, the pins are in. That is the correct orientation. And then you can top it off with some brake fluid. Use this ATE brake fluid. Type 200, and you're good to go. Now just have to do it the other 3 wheels. Hey guys, just real quick on the passenger side where there's actually this brake pad sensor. What you do, this just pops out. There's two little clips. You can just pull on it, it should come right out. But on the back here, to remove this bolt, you're going to use an internal, it's a internal Torx E10, one of these, to get rid of this bolt here from the back. And the reason you want to do this is because when you're taking off the rotor, you don't want to pull on this at all, because especially cars with age, everything is very brittle. So you're going to want to just kind of put that like that off to the side, and then that way when you remove the caliper with this bolt here and the bottom bolt, it's essentially free. You can just set it on something to not pull the actual brake line itself. One more thing I'll show you guys. This sensor here, it's basically stuck in there pretty good, so you don't even have to remove this since you're replacing this anyway. But in order to get the pads out, you're going to want to first compress the pistons. Now you never want to actually make contact with the piston itself, the front of it, and like a screwdriver or anything like that, because you don't want to damage this surface. So what you do, or at least what I do, is since I'm replacing the rotors, you just jam something in there and press down, like press this way towards you, and what you're going to see happen is when you press up against these little knobs or whatever they are towards you, the piston will actually compress that way, and that way you're not damaging the pistons themselves in the caliper. And then they simply just slide right out like so. I also put some WD-40 on there, as you can see. There's WD-40 on it. And then as you can see, these pads they're a little bit better actually than the driver's side, but they're also long gone. And here's where the sensor, you can actually see where it started making contact with the rotor itself. You won't be able to reset the brake light unless you replace these sensors. They're like a one-time use type of deal. And then look how bad this one is. This one's really rough shape.